if you just walk your hands up again, and then instead of doing the weight machine like this to come in, just float your hands in and then bring them down. And when you come down, just let your weight fall naturally. And usually if you do that naturally without any effort, your hands fall right about your midsection. That's where your body is built ergonomically to conduct from. For many people, that's a shock because their stance is this, or it's this, or it's this. All of those stances can allow you to start an ensemble, but it already blocks what you are going to be able to expressively do. So if you wouldn't mind standing up again, let's just review this little bit. Thank you. Everyone's earned dessert by getting up and down. Okay? So just walk your hands up. Come in. And then let your hands, I call this thankful hands. Just let your hands fall. And where do your shoulders stop falling? Take your left hand and put it on your tummy. Mine is always right about my belly button. Okay? Now, if I stop that because I push down, it's here. So I can function out of that, but what does that do to my shoulder? My shoulder's out of position and it's carrying extra weight. Extra weight means extra tension. So if I drop that, okay? So one of the things I would encourage you to do is take your phone at another time, get your normal conducting stance from the front and from the side, have somebody take a picture, practice this exercise a little bit, and then see the difference between your normal stance and where your body's built. So when you come down like this all the way and your body is ergonomically in the right position, you have the space to move more right to left, up and down, but also you have the witness of your breathing mechanism. If you're here and you're tight, as opposed to, it's not about tempo here, it's about how, it's the depth of which you breathe, which signals timbre, which signals speed of air. Okay, any questions, Jocelyn?
I don't see any questions in the chat, but feel free to ask, write stuff out, or if anybody wants to pop on with a question. I just noticed you were so right. Like when we see conductors and we see them at their even the ready position, they get their posture, especially in the choral world. You know, you get their hands are high, and it's almost like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? But it causes so much tension for breathing. And this just felt so nice as a singer and a vocalist.
That's the interesting thing about it, you know, for those of you who are choral conductors, is how much time we all spend talking about breathing in rehearsals, but then we model something that crimps breathing.
Especially in performance.
Yeah, that's, you know, the hands up high. You know, a lot of times when I do conducting workshops and there's an ensemble in front of me and they're on the floor or even on a riser, I have the conductor put their hands up like this and drop their hands and have the players say now when they see the hands. And it's always much lower than people realize, because if I'm playing flute and your hands are up in the front row, we tell flutes not to do this all the time. Then we put ourselves in a position to make them do that. Trombones in the back are looking down. They're looking at us, you know, over the top of their glasses. If they're me, they're not looking at us like this. So just experiment a little bit with where you're actually being seen, as opposed to where your habits make you feel you're being seen, and experimenting with how these things feel